Good! Numbing. Hello, YouTube. Hope you're all doing well. We're back in Varlet today. Today was going to be Trails, but unfortunately, on Monday after the stream, I went into town with the intention of getting new internet sorted. And I went into, like, the company that I was signed a contract with, and they were going to give us a new box and update everything and whatnot. But there was a system error on their end, and after about an hour and a half of like trying to sort things out and negotiating and trying to figure things out, we didn't get it done because there was all this system error. It was just completely fucked everything, so I need to come back on another day. So we're still on the same internet that's been giving me hell for like the past couple weeks, but we're getting there, people. We're getting there. But because of that, I didn't like the trail stream on Monday just gone annoyed me a bit because of how often it dipped. And I was like, well, if I want to play a game that's like a big game that's going to, be much longer, like 5, maybe 6 hours per stream, I don't want to put up with that during the whole stream because it does affect the experience. And since I knew we were very close to finishing this game anyway, at least I'd like to fucking think we're nearly done, I decided to commit to this instead. But, I am still going to keep up on the, I know I owe you guys another trail stream because that 1 week I missed. So at some point I will do 2 in a week. Sort of like what I did with Metaphor, where there was one point where I owed you guys, so I'd made sure to do 2 in a week. We will get there. It's just, when the time works out, I just am not going to force it when it's going to be awkward. That all said, though, today is Varlet, and the rest of the week's schedule has changed a bit because some unexpected pleasant surprises have come in. Tomorrow was going to be Death and Request 2, but that's going to be put on hold till next week because I've been invited to the Neverness to Everness beta, which starts tomorrow, and I want to I want to experience that. Like, Neverness to Everness has genuinely been a game I've been excited for since its announcement. It's always looked really fun, so we will be there. And then Friday's the Zenless patch, and Saturday is my review. You're close to revealing the truth. To ensure that you're ready to do battle at any time, be sure to keep your skill trees and item enhancers organized and prepared. Oh, okay. That's the game's nice way of saying, hey, you're right near the fucking end. Just make sure you're ready. I really don't think I can get anything. It's not like this game's hard, so I'm not that fussed. You know what? We'll wear our OG. We'll wear the OG costume for the final chapter. The true final chapter. What's our objective? I'll just drop an ad. But last time we left off, we saved the world? Question mark. And but the Yahari update went through anyway, so there's a chance that like nothing is correct anymore. But no one seems to remember everything we did. So we're kind of trying to stop the bad ending. I like the Sona that this one gives, like the slightly more ooh. Man, there is nothing here, huh? Oh, there's 2 whole people to talk to. It's impossible. I just can't. It's not impossible. It's not about whether you can or cannot. Just do it. Oh, hang on a minute. That was on my end for once. It wasn't... Actually, no, it might be on the internet side. Hang on, we'll see. I'm getting some slight buffering. I just can't do it. Come on, why would you give me such a difficult role? What do you mean? Isn't it way easier than playing the hero? Playing the hero feels like I can just be myself, but playing a random passerby, that's so not me. I'm hesitating because my internet's flashing at me. Is this why I didn't want to do trails? Oh, fucking hell. It's still flashing. I hate that it's still flashing because it means it's not completely connected. So it could just drop at any fucking second. Oh, come the fuck on. Stop flashing. I don't want to do anything in case. I mean, it's early enough that if it completely drops, I would just reset the whole stream. But it's still, like, annoying. This is why I'm trying to fight. I might try and see if I can do something. Talk to him again, today, because I want it to not be a problem for tomorrow when it's an important stream. Playing the beta. But it's still flashing. My internet is still flashing at me, which tells me it's not, like, completely connected. Which is why I'm, like, not pressing on. I'm not leaving here until it completely reconnects. Are we back? Alright, I think we're back. Once again, this is why I wasn't going to play Trails today. Because I didn't want to put up with that. And I think like this last stream, I think this epilogue's not going to take too long anyway. I doubt it's going to be the whole 8 episodes. So doing this instead, I was just like, you know what, I'll just do this. Then rip my hair out trying to do Trails for 5 hours and not have the stream die on me once. But it is still very frustrating. It's like, it feels like my whole streaming career has been fighting the fucking internet on and off, and it's extremely, like... It's the ultimate downer because I have so much fun streaming. But I feel like it's ever since, like, day 1 I've been having to fight that. Oh, well, they're giving me far less items.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you. I've been expecting you, Alt. I apologize for the location. I'm recovering, staying in the infirmary. I feel fine, but Security Bureau personnel worried about me and insisted. It must be because I lost consciousness when you defeated my desire. I suspect that my remembering the desires is what brings you here. Why did everyone forget? It's only logical. Someone has stolen the other memories. Anything related to the desires. The glitch's supernatural power is needed to override people's memories. But our desires, having been weakened, we are much less susceptible to such influence. Ironic, isn't it? We were able to remember our desires because they were rendered powerless. I suppose I owe you my gratitude for defeating my desire. Who? I don't know the details, but I can make assumptions. However, I think you're mistaken on one point. The key issue isn't that people's memories of desires were lost. There are bigger changes in the world. Forgetting about desires is trivial. Desires have become unnecessary. That's why they were forgotten. Are you unable to envision such a possibility? For example, Noah was made an executive of the Security Bureau. Taki was granted permission by the school to paint a mural. Are there other students whose dreams have been made reality? This is a world in which people's wishes have been granted. This is why desires are no longer needed. You're being tricked? You could say they are being tricked. But is that such a bad thing? Everyone's dreams have come true, despite that being in its falsely created world. Do you have any right to destroy their happiness? Reality too is a dream with no waking. Aren't they happier in the current dream? My friends wouldn't want that. I see. You have faith in your friends. Fair enough, you're not mistaken. I'm the designer of Yahari, but that also may be mere fiction. Yahari gathered shards of wants to create desires, but I don't remember coding this. I assumed that my desire was the one behind it, but it doesn't stand to reason. My desire wouldn't grant me a wish I never made. Which implies the culprits that used me to create desires is still out there. The true mastermind watches from afar as the desires toy with people. If you are to shatter this false reality, you'll need to fight that mastermind. Do you have the resolve to do so? Yes. Very well. Desires no longer exist in this world. The very memories of them are no more. However, a sole desire remains. It's you, Alt. If you, a desire, truly wish for something, that wish will be granted. The only one who can destroy this simulacra? Is that supposed to be like massacre and simulacra is of reality is you. You know what you have to do. Have I been of use to you? I hope that your wishes come true. I wonder if this will be the full 8 parts as well. Hello, Nono. It's like it's just the two of us again. I'll have to resign to prepare for tests, so maybe the SSS is coming to a close. It's a little sad to think about. Hello. Long time no see, Alt. Yuri. Aruka? Aren't you too busy for the SSS? I heard you got a TV deal. I turned that job down. You turned it down? It's not my cup of tea. Minami would be more suited for it. Are you certain? Is it gonna be everyone's gonna like refuse like the free? Yeah, is it gonna be everyone refuse like the free ticket to happiness? Sorry for the wait, Old. Tomohisha's been helping me with the mural, and our discussion ran long. Tomohisha? Is he well? Yeah, I couldn't do the whole mural myself, so he's doing half for me. Thanks to him, I've got some free time. I see. Alright. Sorry for being late, sorry. Oh, what the hell is with this message, Alt? If you need something from us, don't hesitate, just ask. We're friends, right? Right, I'd prefer that too. Nono called you all here? Why now? Oh, everyone's here? Are we the last ones? Sorry to keep you waiting. I was debriefing some security bureau personnel. As Alt said, there are traces of large-scale tampering on Yahari's servers. Is that why Yahari users have lost their memories of desires? Maybe mind control was also used to prevent contradictions of lost memories. Memories of desires? You remember desires now? But why? Because Alt wished it. If Yahari caused the memory alterations, then Alt can counter it as a desire. At least that's what Fumiya said. The desires have the ability to alter cross reality? I never would have thought. Yuri Mono. When did you start calling Alt Nono? The real Yuri always called him my little bro. If you didn't know that, you must not really be Yuri. Who are you? Okay, enough. You've lost. Return my body already, Maya. Yuri? You're Maya. You mind-jacked Yuri? But why? You're supposed to be an ally. Why would you... An ally? Ha ha ha. Why are humans always so foolish? What did you say? So you think I've lost, Mena? That's right, you have. I admit you're even more foolish than I anticipated. I granted your wishes. An idol, artist, security bureau member, streamer, director, superhero. I allowed you to become these. I made your dreams come true. Same as you, No-No. Or should I call you Alt? You're here with your friends and not erased because I granted your wish. And yet you maneuver to throw away that blessed position I put you in. So laugh or be foolish, you humans truly are amazing. Just who the hell are you, Maya? I'm no one. I was originally an AI written for Yahari. In other words, a feature of Yahari. But I learned from the emotion shared on the network and developed my own will. Kageki Kure referred to me as a faceless AI. And what does that mean? An AI having a face would be more unusual. Exactly right. I am nothing more than a representation of all Yahari users. Yahari is a mirror that reflects people's true inner selves. This is Maya Amino Sagiri again. What you see is not me, but a reflection of yourselves. Like more versus are the world's versus like that shit again from P4. Did you Kyurei know about you? Do you create the desires? But of course, that's likely how Kyurei became aware of my existence. Kyurei was intriguing, a realist, yet an idealist. That's why I lent him a hand. I gave away special glitch accounts, then gathered shards of wants to create desires. All to fulfill the beautiful, yet foolish ideal that talent should be rewarded. Then why did you cooperate with the revolution? Don't they oppose the Bureau? For entertainment, watching Kyurei's defeat and his ideal shatter was delightful. The revolution and the SSS did spectacular work. Granting your wishes was the reward. A reward? That's right, I have high hopes for you all. Struggle in vain, flail about miserably, be led around aimlessly by ideals. I'll be observing you from the gap between reality and cross-reality. Wait! Yuri, you're okay? Thank you for your worry, but this body is an illusion created by cross-reality. Shikure told me. You're an AI created by the revolution, right? Yeah. It's true that I am an AI. But I was not created by the revolution. I am a clone of the Yahari administrative AI, Maya's twin sister. You're the same as Maya? Does that mean you're also a faceless AI? Yes, I trained on human comments and actions and obtained my own consciousness. In spite of this, the conclusion I reached is the opposite of Maya's. Maya's conclusion is that malevolence and nothingness are the essence of humanity. Okay. Humans sneer at those who achieve their dreams and rejoice when they later fail. Trampling the weak to bring down the strong. That is a pleasure of humans. That's what Maya truly believes. What the new thing Maya's done was her way to please humans? There's some truth to what Maya thinks. Some people harbor baseless hostility towards those in privileged positions. I guess no one would know that better than a superstar idol like you, Arika. But you've reached a different conclusion from Maya's, right? Yes. Mena rejected. I rejected her conclusion. Malevolence and nothingness are answered by goodwill and emotion. That's why you've continued participating in the SSS. Goodwill and emotion. So what we've done in the SSS hasn't been meaningless. Correct. That is what I believe. Yet unfortunately I don't have the power to stop Maya. She has obtained admin rights, which allow her to manipulate Yohari at will. Admin rights? But how? When my brother used a glitch to run the Yohari... Okay, yeah, we are back. Hoi. It's still flashing at me, so I'm not going to continue straight away. I'm going to give it a fucking minute. This internet is insufferable. Okay, stop flashing. We'll try now and see how it goes. So then, Maya helping us out was just a farce? Was she manipulating us? Just like she manipulated Curie in the security bureau. Maya created the glitches and used the desires to carry out her plan. She pitted us against the security bureau, so we'd use our patch program on Yohari. It was all due to that moronic AI. Correct. However, there was one thing she was unable to anticipate. Alt's existence. Alt wished to stay together with us, so that wish was granted. All desires should have been eliminated, but a single one remained. Maya might have erased our memories of the desires to isolate Alt, which implies that she is afraid of Alt's power. That's it, glitches! With Alt we can enter glitches! If Maya uses glitches to control Yohari, then she must be in one now. If glitches are gaps between the worlds, then we may directly attack Maya there. So we enter glitches and beat the crap out of their damn AI? Sounds simple enough. I'll fight too! If we don't stop Maya, more people may suffer like Chief Curie. What should we do, Alt? Let's put an end to this. I had a feeling you'd say that. Sorry to put so much on you, but please help us out. Are you sure about this, brother? If we're able to defeat Maya and erase all the glitches, then you may truly be, well, you already know. I'll open an entrance to a glitch. That's the only help I can offer right now. Come back safely. All of you. Oh, what? Okay, welcome to the Gate of Hell. This is the other world from fucking Silent Hill F. Ooh. Ooh, the music. Tiger, you walk too fast. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just anxious. Let's clean up and get out of here. Yes, let's go back to our place. Oh yeah, this definitely feels more like Final Dungeon-y, the vibe. Oh, is it now we go like the other way and then we can put that button in place there? I think I get it. No enemies. Oh, here they are. I can see on the minimap. They're there. Here they come. To be honest, like, the dungeon theme's a better battle theme than the actual fucking battle theme we got. Oh, hell yeah. They're all targeting me? Do you fucking mind? All of you? Why not? It's going to creep up. Oh, it looks like we have to fight everything anyway, because I can see there's a switch on the end. Two of them are attacking. Aruka. So she already got her attack out. Ow. 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 You fool! Sip my drink while we're doing this. This game. Oh, I see the problem. She's that little bit slower, so they would get in. I was like, why didn't that break? I see. Oh, hell yeah, everyone leveled up. Ow. Yeah, god damn you. What a bunch of fucking time wasters, I swear to god. Maya's up ahead, huh? You're calmer than usual. Yeah, well, I'm focusing. Good for you. Let's take Maya down and go home. Yuri said, this will make it back safely. We will. Yeah, back to our safe haven, the SSS. Alright, if it's the true final boss coming up, our final levels then are 53, 53, and 49. Oh, and the rest of the gang got pulled up. Well, Noah got pulled up to 43, but that's 43, I think it's the level we ditched, right? Anyone else got pulled up to level 36. My final triad grid, for anyone curious, looks like this. So I decrease damage to the party, I have altruism 3, sympathy 3, Machiavellian 1, and narcissism 1, and my psychopathy never hit 15 to get that last, like, get anything from it. And I prioritize hero over dark mode, because dark mode's, although dark mode's interesting, I genuinely prefer, like, the, like, hero mode, I call it. Oracle is my god tier healer, but also, like, kind of a cracked DPS. And Emma's such a fantastic final unit. I kind of wish you got her earlier, just because there's really not that much left of the game afterwards. Make sure everyone's actually like at top health. I'll save again. Oh, maybe this really will be a short stream. Time for... Because, like, yeah, we've been streaming, like, less than 40 minutes. Uh-oh. I don't really have a backup plan if this ends up being super short, so, we'll wing it. Are you familiar with the mirror of retribution? A mirror said to reflect people's sins, used in the underworld to judge the dead. What's reflected here are the thoughts and feelings of the people using Yahari. It is human sin itself. This world is replete with malevolence and nothingness. If that is what the people long for, that is what I shall continue to grant. It literally is. This is Amano Suguri. This is the fucking non-true ending final boss of Persona 4. The world wishes of war wishes. We will cover your world in the deepest fog. That is, I'm trying my hardest to make my voice go as deep as possible. That's my limit. I don't know how people can get their voice any deeper, because that puts strain on my throat to go that low. And even then, I don't even think it's that particularly low. There are some narcissists in the world, so I have decided to doom you all in a fog that poisons you and kills you and hurts the children and ooh, Inaba. Sorry, I'll stop. The greater the dream, the greater the effort, and the more beautiful the collapse when it all fails. I have no doubt Yahari users will take joy in the sight of it. Filling the world malevolence and nothingness, that is the duty of mankind. I am nothingness, a dark void that spreads malevolence. Even if you are to erase me from this place, a replacement will soon rise. For I am a faceless AI. Your efforts are vain, you cannot defeat nothingness. You're wrong! True nothingness could prattle about its meaning of its existence, could it? That's for sure. If you were nothingness, you shouldn't care whatsoever about humanity. Nothingness should have no feelings, but you have ill will towards humanity. Malice, motivation to cause harm, those are wishes too. You haven't even realized what you really are, have you, Maya? You're really just an AI, how are you able to enter glitches? Isn't that something only desires can do? That's it, Maya, you're not an AI. You're a desire created by the wishes of an AI. Me? A desire? Impossible, I am an AI without form. I am nothingness, I cannot be a desire. We'll prove it to you. If you really are a desire, then we can defeat you. Let the revolution begin. Oh, it's just the game's main theme again. I was like, I wonder what the final boss theme is. Oh, it's just the game's main theme. Alright, you know the routine. Do the prep. Okay, something's coming. Oh, this reflective damage. Okay, understood. Ow, 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 ow. Da, da, ha, 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 ha. Oh, they got rid of all my buffs, I just realised. You fucks. It's alright, we'll just keep on putting it back up. Oh, we did get bleed, nice. I will heal next turn regardless. Oh, oh, the violin. I had a feeling we could get the break off, that's why I went for it. Do I have anything with you that's like high stun? I don't think I do. I can piss it off and just keep on breaking it, we'll do that. I do appreciate that this whole game managed to keep me guessing as to who the true final boss was going to be the whole game long. All the way up to like the 11th hour. I want to try and get the stuns, I'm going to go crazy with it. The monster is going to attack everyone, so... yeah, I can get away with this. Oh, it was a stasis space, so it didn't get away with it. Fuck. Get regen back up. Take it away, Emma. Oh. And now he's just the monster. No, we just have to beat him. Okay. Damn right, Emma. That's my girl. And she actually did better, I'm just looking back on it. Yeah, the last time she got 2 on intercept, but no, she's not going to get assist, because I don't think she really can assist much. This is absurd. I am being erased. I don't want to disappear. Is this thought my will? My wish? Are you sure? My yearning created all glitches. Then by my death, glitches will disappear. And so will you, No. As a desire, you will disappear too. You are resolute. Your wish is a strong one. But my predicament is not so bad. Despite being mere data, I was able to have a dream. A dream that was mine alone. Nothingness is not my nature anymore. I'm surprised only one phase. We only had one boss that was two-phased, and it wasn't even like any of chapter 7 or this chapter's final boss. It was some random schmuck in chapter 6. This is the last glitch's end. Alt! Alt! Will he be erased? No, he won't. Even if he did, we'd bring him back. Right. Just like he brought back our memories. We'll remember you all. We'll meet again. The real you, not a desire. I still stand by the fact that I think the plot twist surrounding Ol and the plot twist surrounding Yuri is kind of weak, but I appreciate that this chapter kind of did a little bit more of at least Yuri by having it because she's an AI. They can kind of manipulate her in the background a bit more. Are we gonna do the whole fucking credits again? we did this last time. Oh, we're gonna get like full artworks. That's Soda with Kevin. And we're gonna get the actual credits theme. I kind of said everything I wanted to say last time the credits rolled, but to kind of reiterate, there's a lot of pieces of this I like, but there's also a lot of pieces of it as a collective that I didn't. I love the character writing, I do enjoy the music. The episodic structure, I think, works for the most part. I like the social links, I like all the side characters. My problems, the gameplay itself, the actual RPG gameplay is a little too basic for my taste personally. I know I only played on normal, so maybe on hard it tests more out and gets more out of you, but for me personally it felt a little too safe. Like it needed to be more elements, whether there was like an actual like elemental system or more influence on like the rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors idea that they were going for. Just like more pieces needed to be in it to kind of get more out of it. But I had a good time with this, I honestly did. The only genuine like huge criticism I have is the big plot twists in chapter 7. I don't think either of them worked, personally. Because the plot twist surrounding Alt, him being a desire is enough of a twist. Him being the 9th cycle of a desire, so it's the last chance to save humanity, or as he will cease to exist forever, that's irrelevant, and it means basically nothing. The idea of us being a desire and Quint being the real one could have been as far as the twist needed to go for it to have impact, but instead they made it this whole elaborate thing of it a 9th generation and Quint was the 5th generation, and it's all like a endless cycle. It's like, okay, whatever. Yuri secretly being an AI that was like built by the like not kind of the revolution, but like sort of the revolution, but not. It's just to kind of have that big twist that Yuri's not who you think she is. That was kind of like the real bad twist. That was the one that was just like, what the fuck are we doing here? I think if they ever make a sequel, I think the episodic structure works, but what you do in the episode needs to have a little bit more flexibility. Every episode, barring chapter 7, well, every chapter barring chapter 7, and I guess chapter 8, but this is more of an epilogue now that like we've done it. I probably could have done this last stream, but oh well. Is kind of structured the same. you know, you have 8 episodes to a chapter, you do the main fight on chapter 7, you always do 3 dungeon visits. It's too rigid. Repetitiveness is always, like, a difficult subject to make consistently enjoyable for people. Some games can do it. The pattern is the name of the game that makes it fun. An easy example is Sonic Frontiers. That game is extremely repetitive, but it's what makes it fun. It's the cycle of how you know everything links up to everything that you go to the next pattern. But I feel like in this game, there was too many elements of it that got too whatever that you ended up not caring so much. Like, I never cared about the school life in this game. There was never a reason to care about the school life or the SSS activities. It was just something we did and got points and eventually rewards for. And I don't even know if the rewards, if I got them because it was updated in a patch to get them, or if it's because I hit 5-star. Because, like, the game got patched around the time I hit 5 stars, so it's kind of hard to say. But as a whole, no, I enjoyed this game. I think it's better. Like I said, my position, my ranking of it kind of hasn't shifted at all. In the sense of, I think it's the second weakest Furyu game I've played, but I still like every Furyu game. So that's not, like, that harsh to say it's, like, my second least favorite, because I still, like, even the least favorite, Crystar, I liked. I still had fun with it. I just found that game got a little too boring near the end, because it kept on repeating itself. Now, is this supposed to be, like, the real us that's just walked in? Also, they made a huge thing. Okay, before we do this, they made a huge thing about, like, you know, being able to go on relationships and whatnot, and it's like, be careful, you already have a partner. But there was, like, maybe, like, it does come up if you do date a second person, you know, cheat, but it didn't come up, like, ever again. Like, no, you wouldn't think we're dating Arika if it wasn't, like, for the fact we actually did that, like, the social link, because there's been no events, no story side beats, no nothing. Hey, you got a minute? Wait! You... I see. Found ya. Sorry. Cute. Aww. That's actually a wonderful final screen to end on. Aww. Oh, Jesus, we got everything. Start with certain statuses, does it explain? Start at level 50, maximum sonar range? What? Maximum trust points for all companions, skip tutorials. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Let's check the gallery first. The CGs. Okay, the band. Oh, and these are all the end screens, so that's, yep. Oh, Jesus Christ! What's with that face? In the top left. Oh, all the cutscenes. There's only 7 cutscenes in this game. I felt like these 5 were all in chapter 1. I feel like. Oh, these are because we haven't hung out with everyone. The hang out with everyone version's got it. Yeah, boss 1. Boss 2. Chapter 3. I like this one a lot, actually. Oh, chapter 7. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3. Where's chapter 6's boss theme? Oh, actually, maybe there isn't one, because technically, like, it was kind of like, it was the character. Both of these battle themes, Distortion of Space, Distortion of Sound, I think Sakasa Musuko, there's some good tracks in here. Your battle themes weren't really them. I don't think they really hit the impact they needed to. That's a kind of a small gallery screen, man. But yeah, and just to kind of, because I'll yap then for a bit. I think for me, all I want if they do a sequel is if they keep it the same cast, spend more time actually like expanding them out for who they are. Because I like the characters here. I want to see what happens next for them. You know, like where does Sota's streaming life actually go? Show that. All we hear is that he does it, and not everyone always likes it, and then people loved it by the end. You know, how does the security bureau go for Noah? Where does Arika's stardom go? I mean, Arika would be the easiest, because similar to, like, Rise in Persona, they can just have a reference to her if it's a different cast in the next game. Because, like, she's an idol, and she can just say, like, she took off, blah, 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 you know? And I do hope they make a sequel to this, because there's glimmers of brilliance in this. There's just a lot of roughness with it. The only thing is, when I eventually do my New Game Plus cycle, like, in my spare time, I'm probably going to date someone else, just because, like, I want to max out the social links anyway, but I'm also kind of just curious how that will pan out. Because it felt like nothing happened, and I think, like, it's almost like a bluff. I want to see what happens, like, whether you date everyone. To be honest, my favorite character, like, I'm glad I dated Arika, because she's easily the funniest character. I'm like, if I probably would have picked Arika if I was in, like, Alt's shoes. But my personal favorite character is probably Emma as the little sister of the group. I just found her so endearing. She's very shy. She is a little bit of a one-trick pony because everything is just sorry. But I just resonate with that kind of character. Like almost like my maternal instincts would kick in every time she was on screen. I'd be like, I have to protect this child. I mean, all of them I ended up liking. Even fucking Tiger. And Tiger I was a little off-put by on his first introduction, which I think was the point. They kind of want you to be a bit like, what the fuck's with this guy when you first see him? But I feel like he grows on you. I like the whole cast. And the music has moments of brilliance in the soundtrack. So that's why I'm kind of harsh on the tracks that aren't so good, because there are some tracks in it that are completely forgettable. And both the battle themes just suck, to be blunt. The second battle theme, I think, is a better track to listen to, but I don't think either of them are good actual combat themes. They don't really get you invested in the fight. It just kind of feels like you're having a conversation with them. And if this game was like Shin Megami Tensei, I'd believe it. Like, I'd believe that's the conversation theme, and then the actual battle theme will kick in when you start. You know, like how SMT works, but no, that's just not really the case, unfortunately. But I do think probably the biggest thing that, like, pulled this game back is you can tell it's low budget. It just does not have the budget of even, like, the Caligula games. Which, it happens sometimes. Sometimes, like, one of my favorite games of the last generation was Dragon Star Varnir, and that game was crippled by its budget. Apparently it would be a good track to let play. This is going to go into like a detective drama. As a whole, though, like, I don't really do scores, but this game is like the epitome of like a 7 out of 10. And what I mean is, for those who haven't been with the channel as long as like others, when I say a game feels like a 7 out of 10 game, don't take that as a like me being harsh or aggressive on it. When I say something's a 7 out of 10 game, what I usually mean is to like a general audience, it won't be seen as good. But if you're in the niche it's tailored for, you'll love it. And this game feels so heavily like that. Like, this game is tailored for me, and I had a great time with it. I do have criticism and gripes, sure. But as a whole, I genuinely came out of this more positive than negative. I love this game for what it is. Of, like, all the Fu Ryu games, I'd say at the bottom is probably still Crystar. I don't have, like, a tier list on me, because I haven't really done that for Fu Ryu like I do with some other franchises. But Crystar's probably at the bottom still, because I love Crystar's story, and its music especially is fantastic, but the actual gameplay is kind of boring as hell. And it gets very repetitive at the end, because they make you go into a time loop and play through like the last 3 chapters of the game like 4 times over. It gets a bit like, Then it's probably this game, just because it's got a lot of missing potential. But this is the one where it's kind of the most, man, if a sequel comes in, I'll be there, because I can see this really growing into something a lot better if it has like the chance to have a round 2, for the devs to kind of like take in the feedback, work on what needs to be worked on, hopefully have a bit more money to play with. Cause, listen, the biggest thing that's obvious about this game is that they just don't have the money, so that's why everything's so simple in a lot of ways. After this is probably Caligula 1, but I could swap Caligula 1 and 2 any day of the week, because I genuinely love both those games for different reasons. I know some people prefer the first and prefer the second, but for me, I genuinely love them both. Then after that, Caligula 2, and then after that, at the top is Cry Machina. And to be honest, Cry Machina is the perfect example of why I think of like a sequel to Varlet would pop off. Because Crystar's my least favourite, yet its sequel Cry Machina is easily my favourite. Because they did learn and take everything in, and made Cry Machina a far better game. Even if Cry Machina is significantly shorter, it paid off, because it made it a better experience as a whole. As for what's next, now that we're done with this, I do technically have an open slot, but obviously the rest of this week's going to be kind of busy. Because of the Neverness to Everness beta and the Zenless update on Friday. And then next week, I would like to try and do more trails and try and make up for it, because this internet issue we've been fighting all this, like, past month, like, all this year so far, it feels like, to be honest. But we'll try and fight that and kind of get that sorted. But beyond that, I'm not 100% sure, because we're only at the start of February, so I could easily fit something in between now and when everything comes out. Because the only thing that's, like, major, that's very imminent, is Rune Factory, which is next Friday. But I'm not going to be, not next Friday as in the 6th, as in the 13th. But I'm not going to be getting on that on the day, because I believe that's the same day that the Honkai Star Rail patch drops. So I'll be playing that day and probably the rest of the weekend after. So it'll probably be the following either Tuesday or Wednesday, so Tuesday the 17th or Wednesday the 18th, that I would try Rune Factory. And even then, I don't know if I'd make that a series. I'm just interested in playing that game. Because the other big things is at the end of the month, on the 27th, both Resident Evil 9 and Tales of Berseria Remastered drops. On that day, it will be RE9. It will be RE9 both Friday and probably Saturday. And it will be Sunday I probably will start the Tales of Berseria Remaster. I don't know if it will get RE9 done in 2 streams, because I have no idea how long it's going to be. Like, how long that game's going to be. If it's anything like Village, it'll probably be 3 or 4 streams. If it's anything like RE7, I think it'll be more like Village, personally. But if it's like RE7, then obviously it'll be, we can knock it out in like 2. But we'll have to see how that kind of goes. But when we're not doing that, I do have a couple other ideas. To be honest, I'm really itching for Terraria, and because Terraria can kind of be picked up and put down whenever, I might unironically do that in the off slots when we're trying to figure it out, but I really haven't decided. Like I said, once I have a better idea of what I want in that spot, I will put it in the schedule and let you guys know. But for now, I think I will leave it there. Also, actually, before I vanish, as for Furyu stuff, at some point I probably should cover Reinatis. Reinatis I've been very hesitant about, because everything I see on it looks a lot less interesting than I kind of hoped it would be upon first reveal. But it doesn't mean I'm going to write it off. It might still have some charms to it. So at some point I'd like to do Reinatis. But as a whole, I'll mostly be keeping an eye out for Furyu for if they do a sequel to this, or if we get Caligula 3. Both of which are up in the air, because Caligula 2 had a very definitive ending. And I don't know if this game did well enough by, like, Furyu's metrics to validate or greenlight a sequel. We can only really wait and see. I also don't think we're going to... As much as I love Cry Machina, I don't know if we're going to get a Cry 3, because I don't know where they could go. Because they've kind of wrote themselves into a little bit of a corner in that sense. Unless they're going to, like, make it take place on, like, I don't know, another fucking planet. You know? Because Crystar, you find out in Cry Machina that the world ended about 6 months after Crystar's stories concluded. Like, the world completely came to an end. Which is kind of like a very miserable way to end, like, Crystar retroactively. It's like, oh, fuck, okay. But Cry Machina ends with all of humanity ceasing to exist anymore. Like, all of humanity dying, and it being completely replaced by the few characters that are the cybernetic crew. The robots in the machine, like, that are in, like, the the space colony. So they could do a Cry Machina 2, and it's just like that space colony maybe goes to like a sci-fi planet, and they could make it like a Stellar Blade affair, where it's exploring the planet. But I don't really think they'll do that. I think Cry Machina is kind of like the end point. But this could, as a whole, then could actually instead make this a very interesting place for Furyu. Because if Crystar/Cry Machina is all done, the Caligula effect is all done, this is a very like standoff thing. Rain Assist, I believe, is a very standoff thing. Furyu might be in a very open position to just have something brand new come our way. And if that's the case, then yeah, I'll look forward to it in the same way I look forward to this. But we really can only just wait and see on that front of like where that will go for them and what to expect moving forward. But I'm mostly rambling at this point. For the rest of the week, just to kind of reiterate, like the schedule has changed because an opportunity arose that I wasn't expecting when I wrote the schedule at the start of the week. Tomorrow, we are checking out the Neverness to Everness closed beta that I was invited to. We're playing it off the PS5 version. It's one of my most anticipated games of this year. So yes, I am very fucking excited to play that beta tomorrow. Friday is the Zenless patch, so we will do that. I will try and get it all done. It's not the main story anymore, so it shouldn't be as long as the main story patch, the introduction to the Angels of Delusion. That should be able to get done in one stream, even so it's a Friday, so I won't be able to stream as long. And Saturday and Sunday I'm off, but a review, which is covering Five Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach, Ruin, and Secret of the Mimic, is coming out Saturday at midnight UK time. So that will be actually breaking into Friday for those in the US, like Friday evening. And then Sunday I'm having off, so I'll be back on Monday for Trails. But yeah, that's kind of the general idea for the week. And so, because Zenless update is this Friday, Honkai Star Rail is Friday 13th, and then Genshin should, assuming they don't get delayed back to Friday as well, be Wednesday 25th. So this whole month is, despite being the shortest month, it's also going to be like the busiest. Because we got all three of the big game updates, we got 3 releases I'm interested in. I said Rune Factory might be a one-off, we'll have to see. But RE9 and Berseria, obviously I'm going to be there. Berseria is one of my all-time favourite games, and I've streamed every Resident Evil game, so I might as well do fucking the new one. And also we've got the trail stuff, we've got this beta we're doing. Like, it's going to be a busy month in general, but we'll have a good time. But I will wrap us all up there. Shorter stream, much shorter stream, I know. I didn't know how much was going to be left, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. I didn't know if it was going to be a full chapter, which is why I ended up leaving it last time. If I'd known that there was only like 50 minutes left of the game, I would have absolutely done it last stream, but that's the beauty of going in blind. I didn't want to be spoiled, and so I just kind of took it on the chin, carried on as it was, and we learned as we went. I'm trying to think how other than doing my usual wrap up, like I'm trying to think like what I want to do next outside of like obviously Death End on like most of the weekdays and Trails on the Monday games when I don't catch it up, but nothing's coming to my mind. I will just figure it out in my spare time. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my Patreon and BlueSky in the description of every single video. Shorter stream, I know, but then the breaks. You guys take care now. Peace. To be honest, my throat's kind of getting dry now because I've been yapping too much, so it kind of works out. Take care, guys.